We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. If you look at the Saints defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McAllister. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Jets first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Back to throw again. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw, Kelly. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. There's Kelly to throw. Hauling it in, Nelson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Kelly to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, it's Nelson. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Kelly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Down to the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Now a give, right side. It's Nelson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On first down, it's Kelly. This one swung out to Williams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Some might say that he's got to look that in and absorb the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. He was unable to on that attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try the left side. Nelson, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. That's a microcosm of how it's gone for their rushing game so far this year. 29th in the league on the ground.
Yeah, it's a great illustration of what we're seeing, because these problems go back to the offensive line. You can't give guys free access to your backfield. Can't let these free runners come and get them, because free runners turn into free hitters. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Guys, man, complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
At the Saints' 37-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McAllister. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Avonte Maddox on the coverage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. McAllister, throw left side, complete. That's Hall. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McAllister. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
To throw on 2nd down. McAllister under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall as time expires in the 1st half. And the Jets will extend their lead on the final play of the half. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Kelly. That's caught left side by the tight end, Ray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, Kelly. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Play action, it's Kelly. Finding Miller once more, complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kelly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 4 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw on second down. McAllister. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down. McAllister. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now an audible here into something else. To throw on second down. McAllister. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Back to throw. McAllister. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And this is going to be another first. It's 32-yard line.
That's good for the Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the
Looking to throw. McAllister. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, 32 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, Kelly. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Kelly. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 11 at the 41. To throw is Kelly. Gets this into the hands of Bray, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Kelly to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Kelly. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Completes it to Perry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Now a first down throw. Kelly dumps it complete to Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Bray. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Miller is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Hall to start the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. McAllister. This pass out wide to Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw on second down. McAllister. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Throwing on first down. McAllister throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. McAllister. Got a man, that's Lazard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to throw. McAllister. And his throw here is incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick, trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And if they're throwing on third down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable of their receivers, and he comes through there with a nice grab for the 1st down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to the ground with Hall. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McAllister firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Kelly. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Kelly to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Jets. Gerald Everett. 2 catches And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Saints 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw, Kelly. It's caught. It's Miller. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. Now Kelly. Finding Miller once more, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
But it brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try. Convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kelly. On the right side, this is Miller. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd down, Kelly. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Perry. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Kelly. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Jets, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm